Hey, what's up? This is my first YouTube video for my channel, I guess. I mean, I don't have a channel, but this is my first video. But my name is Lloyd McIntyre. I'm a competitive powerlifter. I'm an own beginner powerlifter. I've been lifting for like a year and a half now, going into my third competition, and just passing it on to other beginner powerlifters on like what to do, and I mean just and what not to do, because right now I'm getting better at what I'm doing at the same time, and I'm just making mistakes, so I'm just kind of passing it on or whatever. I'm gonna start from the beginning. I mean, how I got started. I started bodybuilding, not competitive, but like just in the gym, just have like split days of like back, triceps, and biceps, and then lower back. Because right now I'm injured and with a torn ACL, so I was really scared of squatting. And when I tried to squat, I had very ill form. My technique was really bad. Not as not it was just say it was really bad, and I was really spooked on like just squatting, because like the next day my knee would just be throbbing like crazy. And I was like, no, I'm not squatting, but I would basically do like all upper body, like from the waist down. I would still deadlift and overhead press, and that was about it. I only did those three compound. What I didn't mention the bench press, but I would do like deadlift, overhead press, and the bench press. Uh, and I used to, and what really got me into like what really motivated me was to keep me in the gym was CT Fletcher, and then I like every time I stepped in the gym, I would have my headphones on, and I just keep him in my ear the entire time. I didn't talk to nobody. I said fuck everybody that was in the gym. They want to wave and hi and talk. I kept it real brief, hi and bye. That was about it. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm back at work. And yeah, I mean, after things got heavy or whatever, I got to like deadlifting 425, not competitive, non-competitive. Um, I just I had ill form. I had ill form everywhere I went, like in all areas, and I got with the best gym around here, which is Memphis, Tennessee, which is the best gym in West Tennessee, MBS Fitness, and I was just going through like a whole bunch of gyms and looking for the best gym, and that was the best gym. And I was researching this gym for the last 2 years before, and I was like, okay, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. And eventually, when I got out there, it was all what I expected it to be. I mean, it was just hardcore. I mean, the owner, David Allen, I told him like, dude, this is where the buffalo roam, and sure enough, I wanted to become one of the buffalo, so I joined that same day. That same day, and the one of the coaches I've been programmed for the last two competitions, Christian Anto. He's one of the coaches there, and I got with him on basically everything, and he taught me proper technique on how to hip hinge, how to use my hamstrings, how to putting the force back in the ground that makes it come back. I mean, just everything, all the above. I mean, he has his own YouTube channel. Just look up Christian Anto of NBS Fitness, and dude is awesome. Not to take away from all the rest of the trainers at the gym, like Annie Gunn Show, Bobby Scott. I like him. He doesn't know that, but I mean, yeah. But because he's quiet, and I like that. He's cool. He's real cool. But I mean, and David Allen, the owner, he just awesome. I mean, it's just an awesome gym just to be a part of. But yeah, I got with Christian Anto on everything. I mean, when I was scared to squat, I went basically from the ground up. I mean, just from like 135 to like where I'm at now at like squatting just recent with a high squat of 475. So I mean, I PR'd for the last 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, on a specialty bar, but I really don't count that if it's not with the straight Texas bar. So I mean, that's just where I'm at right now as far as my squat has progressed. I mean, because right now I'm going to like my 3 rep max as far as my peak programming. And peak programming, I mean, as far as that, it just kind of like gets you geared up for the meet itself. I mean, because you're working your way up, and then you're coming all the way down, kind of like a mountain, kind of like going up, and then you're coming down. I mean, because right now I go for my 3 rep max next week on squat, bench, and deadlift. And right now, as far as my bench is my weakest point. I mean, because my bench was my technique on my bench was really weak until I had to really work at it, keep working, hitting all my cues from my feet on up to my lats, and where my hands are on the bar, and make sure my back is squeezed, and make sure everything is tight while I'm under the bar. And that goes for everything. Like as far as the squat, bench, and deadlift, every time you step up to the bar, you are tight. I'm talking about all the way down. You just from right here all the way down. And remember your cues when you're making your lift. Remember your cues. It's key to remember your cues. Because if you don't, you can either get injured really badly, worst way possible. Worst case scenario, you're going to get injured fucking bad if you don't remember your cues. Like your squat, make sure you screwdriver, you grip with your toes, screwdriver, and when you're under the load, I remember watching a video of Dave Tate, and he was saying just let the weight settle on you. I mean, just let the weight settle on you, and at that point you remember your cues. Just to go. I mean, just remember your cues on the technique that your coach tells you what it is. I mean, and I mean, as my deadlift, I mean, it's the same thing. All right, you step up to the bar, you're tight. engage your lats in all and basically in all three movements. And it's either you do sumo or conventional. And what else? I'm forgetting. No, yeah. That's it. That's about it as far as that. And just and what things that you need to that what I need to overcome is listen to your coach. Listen to your coach. What you have programmed, what he has programmed for you, listen to your coach. And make sure you don't make bad ass judgment calls when you're making your lifts for that program. Don't even make bad judgment calls when you're not programmed. Because you can injure yourself, just like, prime example. The other night, on a spider bar, I squatted 445, and that I had good form on that one, so I re-racked and throw 30 pounds on the bar to 475. I had good form, but I had a slight, I missed parallel by that much. And so I re-racked it, and I was like, I'll drop the weight again. Had good form on the 445, and I was supposed to go for my last set. I couldn't get it up, and as far as a spider bar is a mixture of a safety squat bar yoke mixed. It's the same, but it has different variations, and the weight's lower on the ends. And I couldn't get out and had a back strain. That's what I'm talking about as far as bad judgment calls. And you can injure yourself and completely cancel yourself out of the meet that you're going into and wasting your money on the program. So make sure what's on the program, you make sure that you get those lifts in, and they are good quality lifts. Don't quit. Don't do anything besides what you are programmed to do. And accessory, like outside the program, accessory to that lift is key. If you needed YouTube videos on how to do it, do it. That's what I do. And as far as, you always want to better yourself better than your last meet, because that's what I'm doing. My last meet, I had my first total of 1135. I'm trying to at least get to like at least 14 or 1300. If I do better than that, I'm good. I take that. I would take that. I wouldn't complain. But as far as my journey goes, my journey is to do that progressively to an elite total, to and further to like a world record. Because before I leave this earth, that is my goal. Is to say, oh, that's Lord, that motherfucker is strong. Because that's all I want to do. That is my goal more than anything. I see other people, Ray Williams, that works at my gym. squats 1069, bench 500, deadlifts probably 600 plus. I said bench 500. He benches more than that, for about 500 plus. I mean, these dudes that are on this wall at my gym, I look up to them, and you should too. You should always look up to people that are stronger than you. If not, what motivation that you have? My motivation was, and still is, CT Fletcher. I mean, he stays in my ear all the time when I'm in the gym. Because he's telling me not to give up, fuck average. It's still my set. I command you to grow and all that shit. He gives me that drive. And also it was Ronnie Coleman. When I was into bodybuilding, I got out of that real quick. After my first competition, around April of last year, I cut that out real quick. It's not a bad motivation, but I cut it out. I cut that type of mindset out. Like just going to gym. I mean, it's because I had to think about because I had bad form, and I mean technique was off. I mean, just I had to filter that mindset out, but I still had it. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I'm at as far as my motivation is involved. I mean, it just yeah, and just get your. I mean, if you're unsure, get yourself a coach. It like I did with Christian Anto. I got myself a coach. I can go to any one of these coaches and they will tell me what's this and what's that, how this works, because they're all certified in sports science. All the trainers at the gym, they have their certifications, and this is what they do. They make people stronger and they make people better in their lives as far as fitness and everything else. Because what you do in the gym leaks over to your life, just like my life. If I didn't want to pass things on and make things better for you, or no, I mean, well, if I didn't have the common courtesy to make this video for beginner powerlifters that are probably going through the same thing that I'm going through, then I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care at all. Because I want people to do better. That's all. Just like any trainer in this world, they want them to do better. So get yourself a coach. I mean, it's not gonna hurt. You had to drop off some change, but for the better you have. This is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. No doubt about it. I mean, just change your life, change how you eat, change everything. I mean, I buy products from First Form all the time. I used to go from brand to brand, but till I found this brand, First Form. I love it. Tastes good. I mean, I see results. Like the first time I used it, when I started competitive powerlifting, I lost a lot of weight. And I started to lean out real good. I was like, okay. Why not? Why not stick with them? I mean, so in a nutshell, don't stop lifting, because if you keep on lifting, you get better at your lifts. Don't stop lifting. Don't stop dieting. Don't stop lifting. Don't stop lifting. And just change the people around you. If they don't want to change, that's on them. You can't force them. But make sure you change lives around you. No doubt about it. Change your life for you. Then others will see. Be a motivation for other people. Not just for yourself. That's selfish. If you do it just for yourself, then why do you do it? I know why I do it. Because I want people to see what I'm doing. This is my progress. This is my life. This is what I choose. So from one beginner powerlifter to another, make it happen.